Did you play cards?
I didn't hear you.
I'm
What?
sorry.
Did you play cards?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
You
Oh,
And it was good
did.
to be back there.
Good.
There were six of us, and
okay.
I won one of the games.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's great. So your nose must not be running too much today.
No, not like it was yesterday
Good.
morning.
I'm so glad.
Yeah,
That's
me
great.
too.
That
I
is
hope
really,
it's gone for good.
yeah. I mean, I didn't have I haven't had a cold this winter, but I did have like a runny nose for like a month. And I kept waiting for it to get turned into something else. It never did. It was just a runny nose. I mean, it was a solid
Mm-hmm.
month of runny nose every day.
Well,
But
I had a lot of sneezing too. I had the runny nose
yeah,
and a lot of sneezing.
I've had some sneezing too. I don't know where Rita is, but I guess she'll be here. Let me see.
Well, it was cold out there walking over to the clubhouse. The wind was blowing and it was so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I bet you felt it felt good to get outside though.
Yeah, it felt good.
And
Yeah.
you had, you've got they probably do you have much snow on the ground?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything is white.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they have all the sidewalks cleared
Oh
and
yeah.
everything. The
Yeah. The
roads are
roads are good.
clear. That's
But
good.
but the lawns are all white. Do you have snow on the ground or is it gone?
It's it's all gone.
Oh,
It lasted about a week. We
which is
had
more than it usually does.
well, um, okay, Rita said she's doing a bank deposit. She thought we were waiting. And I just texted her and told her we are on. She needs a few minutes. Um, it was 2 weeks ago that we had the snow and it just stayed really, really cold. Today it got up to
Mm-hmm.
53 and that's the warmest we've had. It's been like a high in the 30s every day till today. So it just, took a long time to melt. It had ice on top of it, so it was just like, took a long time to
Yeah.
melt. Well, I'm so glad you got to go play cards and you won a game. And I bet everybody was glad to see you.
Yeah.
So,
Now, they're not all from your building, right? They're from all over the
oh
complex,
yeah, all the buildings. Yeah.
right? So was anybody in that from that building that that's having boiler problems now?
Um, yeah, but she's at the end, and she said she hasn't had any trouble yet
Oh,
with
Mm.
heat.
good.
So,
Well, I'm just so glad you got hot water and
yeah.
Really, this took so long.
heat. I
I
know.
know.
There's a sign-up sheet there today. Elsie is putting on a Valentine's Day luncheon of
Oh,
soup and salad.
oh, nice.
Mhm.
So, and she's doing it all on her own.
Oh,
Have to bring anything.
wow.
Wow. What kind of soup?
I don't know. It didn't say.
I'm sure it'll be good. Well, that's nice.
I made a good soup yesterday or the day before. It's a
Yeah.
spinach and tortellini soup.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds good.
good.
Yeah,
Tomatoes? Did it have tomatoes in it?
yeah, a can of diced tomatoes and of course onion and chicken stock and a package of tortellini cheese tortellini
Oh, the
Oh, that
cheese
sounds
ones.
good.
Oh, that sounds good.
and I had fresh spinach. I put that in.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds
So
good.
that's going to be my supper. I'm going to have a dish of the soup and
Mhm.
a ham sandwich.
Oh, that
Mm-hmm.
sounds really good. I made a meatloaf yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
in
You said you were making
I
it.
made it in my 9 by 11 pan, so we have enough for like 3 days.
You
Oh,
put a glaze on top of it?
No, I didn't this time. I
Oh.
didn't. I was going to. I usually do make a glaze of like ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar.
Mhm.
And I was going to, but I didn't. It's okay.
Did you ever put horseradish in? I saw this recipe
Oh,
where they suggested putting a little horseradish in, and I don't know how that would be. I don't know if I'd like that or not.
in the meatloaf or on the glaze?
Well, no,
In the
in the
meatloaf?
meatloaf, mix it in.
mhm.
It would give it quite a bit of zip to the meatloaf.
I don't know.
I don't know if I like it or not.
I have some. I don't know if I would like that. I just made the regular meatloaf with I got a can of the Hunt's meatloaf tomato, and it's like a flavored,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
sauce. But I still added onions and breadcrumbs and eggs and salt and
Mhm.
pepper. But it came out good. I use gluten-free breadcrumbs, but it came out really good. So dinner will
It
be
makes a
easy.
good sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It does. Oh yeah, I used to love getting meatloaf sandwiches once in a while, like with ketchup. It
Oh,
has
yeah.
ketchup on it. Cold meatloaf is good.
I think so.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
So I have I have my TV on with no sound because I'm going to have to keep up with the Buffalo score.
Dominic is
And
watching. Dominic is
then
watching that
start.
game.
Oh,
Then
is that
start.
going on now?
Well, it starts at 6:30.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. He's watching some other game. I think he's watching the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh yeah, and they're winning.
Yeah, he watched that. He's been watching that all for the last couple hours. So, and
That
I got the ice skating on in here.
yeah.
well, the ice skating is over, isn't it?
Well, I'm watching it on YouTube.
Oh,
Pretty much everything is all the ice skating is on YouTube, and sometimes it's like a short 3 minute segment, and then sometimes it's
Hmm.
a 3 hour segment. And I'm
Hmm.
watching a 3 hour segment, 3.5 hour, 3 hours and 14 minutes, and it was um from, I don't know, yesterday. Anyway, um I just get really caught up watching that. Hold on a second. My neighbor was texting me and then she called me. Hey, Diane. Hey. Hey. I'm doing okay, but I'm having a Zoom with my mother and my sisters right now. I'll call you back in about 2 hours. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye. Here's Rita. Today is our neighbor Diane's, the two ladies that live
Hmm.
down the road. Today's her birthday.
Okay.
Hi.
hi,
Hey.
Rita.
I read.
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, we got that sign that says dead end,
Hmm.
no trespassing or whatever, private, it says dead end,
Oh,
private
yeah.
road. And we put that up and we've already seen two vehicles turn to come down the road and stop and then back up and leave.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So it's
it's
working.
working.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, there's a house for sale just down at the bottom of the gully on Caps Road. And for some reason, some people think they can get to that house from our road.
Uh-huh.
And so people are trying to like go by and look at it. So
Hmm.
I think that's what
Yeah.
it is. But I think it's the sign is working, which is good. Anyway,
Yeah.
she just called.
Hmm.
So I'll talk to her. I'll call her back later.
Good.
But so
So, Rita, what do you hear from
yeah.
Meredith?
Yeah.
She's She's doing good. She had food poisoning yesterday.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Does
Well,
she know?
she's okay now. She's okay now. But yeah, well, the place that she works for, I mean, the clothing line, which she's meeting with them every day, they've been having a catered lunch every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she thinks it was something from there.
Oh, but
Ooh.
she doesn't know for sure.
Yeah, she was taking an Uber home last night and had to have him let him pull over so she could throw up.
Oh.
Oh, how awful.
I know.
Oh, that's
In
awful.
Paris.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know.
Poor Mare.
Oh.
She felt better after that?
Well, she didn't sleep well. She was freezing. She
Yeah.
was, she felt better a little this morning. At least she wasn't nauseous anymore. But she got to take a nap this afternoon, and then she went out to dinner to this really nice restaurant she wanted to go to tonight. So she felt better, and she was starving. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a good
Yeah.
thing about food poisoning. It goes through you quickly.
Yeah.
Your body wants to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll never forget the time I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From an
When?
egg salad sandwich.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't eat
I've
egg
heard
salad
that story.
sandwiches for a long time after that.
I know. I
Well,
remember you
was
telling
it
me about
someplace you
that.
bought it, or?
Well, it was where I was working. It was at Pine Camp, and we were having a big sale there at the end of the war, and we had a catered people come in and
Yeah.
provide lunches, and that's where it came from.
She's had it once before, so she recognized it.
Oh,
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever had food poisoning. I've had food that didn't agree with me, like
Mhm.
had to go to the bathroom immediately. I mean,
Yes.
I don't think that's considered food poisoning,
I don't think
but
I've ever like
yeah.
eaten something, then got violently ill after.
No, I don't.
That's never happened to me.
Yeah, me either.
So I don't know.
So
I
well,
that's
don't know. You worry about, buffets and stuff.
Well, it's like,
no,
they're all working all day and they bring this
Yeah.
catered thing and it's like you feel bad not eating it because they're
Yeah.
offering it, but I
Right.
don't think anybody else got sick. So I mean, who knows?
I hope
Mm.
not. But if she did, she
Yeah.
did ask and see, did anybody else get sick from
I
that
think
food?
she did ask, and I don't think anybody else did. I
Huh.
mean,
Hmm.
in
it
my
just could be
case, there was
something.
another man that um, um, I was working with him, and it hit me in the afternoon, and I couldn't, and so I sent word to him that I couldn't because I was sick, and come to find out, he also had a egg salad
Excel.
sandwich and was having the same thing.
Well, because she was supposed to go to they were all having a dinner. The company was putting on a dinner. She was only there 15 minutes and she had to leave. She couldn't stay. And that's when she took the Uber
Oh,
home and threw up on the way. And
awful.
yeah,
Terrible.
so
Did
that was,
she
She
get
probably
along
felt,
pretty well as far as the language goes?
yeah, you don't have to know the language so much.
There's a lot of English
There's a
spoken.
lot of English. Yeah.
and it's fashion week, so they probably do try to stick to one language if they can,
Yeah.
with designers from all over.
I mean, it's a Spanish clothing company,
Mm-hmm.
operating in France. So, the rest of the world is so much smarter than us. They all know two languages. It's all normal for them to know English. We're the only stupid ones that only like know one language and expect people to know English. So,
I don't think of myself as stupid because I don't know other
well, we
languages.
do expect people to know English. I just feel like, how come we all
Sort of
don't?
a universal language.
Yeah, if they come
Is
here, I
it?
mean,
I
I
don't know.
would.
I don't know. Is
I
it?
wouldn't expect it if I went to Europe, you know.
Yeah.
But here I would,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, definitely. No, I'm not. I don't know. It just seems like most European people are bilingual.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
the
mean,
countries are
it's like
so
normal to
tiny.
be bilingual.
The countries are so tiny and they can travel between the countries so
That's
easily
true.
that it's probably very common. to learn different languages.
Did
Well, I'm just
all of
talking
you
about
take a
myself.
language in high school?
I
High
did. I
school.
took
We started in fifth grade.
Yeah.
yeah,
Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth.
yeah, French and Spanish, and I know a little bit, but not a lot.
I wish I did. Maybe I'm just talking about myself then.
Oh, I've
I
thought
do
about
too.
learning Spanish. I think that would be pretty cool. And I know some
I
people.
would like to know
I
Spanish,
know
but
some people, that are Spanish, and I could practice with them. So, it's when I was at the chamber, we had a company that had a branch in France, and they called me one time because they said, "We need an interpreter. Do you know of anybody who speaks French?" And it turns out that there's a club in Tryon, and they meet like once a month, and it's the French club. And when they go to the club, they have like a meal and they talk about things, but they have to speak French at this club.
Oh,
So we got somebody from there for them. It was pretty cool. Let's see, was that Joanne?
she said she'd be home in 5 minutes. She
Mhm.
just texted that. How was cards today, Mom?
I won one game. We played 2 games,
Feel good to play again?
Oh, yeah, it felt real good. There were 6 of us.
Good.
And how was the heat over there?
It was okay. It was, whatever the problem was, I guess they fixed it.
So your boiler is fixed,
Yeah,
but okay.
That is great.
they left a lot of their junk. There's 2 great big things right off my back patio that I guess those are the old boilers that they took out. It's a
Yeah, they'll have to come and get
big
those.
box,
Yeah.
metal box. But I'm so glad to be done with that.
Oh, I know. It's been such a headache and been so cold.
Easy.
One more week of January.
Yes, one more week. So Pat, how's Jason doing?
Um, he's feeling better than he was. He said he felt real crummy when he first came down with it. He's feeling a little better. He's got to drive to Pittsburgh tomorrow, so
Oh, is he going to be gone for a week?
yeah,
One of those week trips?
yeah,
So what do they put him up in a hotel for a week?
yeah.
Ugh,
Well, he said he usually spends 1 week a month in Pittsburgh.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's 12 weeks a year in Pittsburgh. But I hope he likes his job. I mean,
Yeah, it's going good.
good. That's very good. Very good.
Mia go swimming today, even though it's so cold.
Oh, she did.
Oh,
She sent something funny on Facebook Messenger yesterday, and it was about making this Play-Doh out of Jello, cornstarch, no, instant pudding mix, cornstarch, and water. And there's a recipe for it. And you mix it together and it's like Play-Doh and you can eat it
Oh,
Really?
because it's just pudding and cornstarch and water.
Ooh, but why would you want to?
I don't think that sounds good.
I'm afraid if you made it for your kid, they might eat the whole thing. And
Like maybe it's like they just want to say it's non-toxic
Yeah.
in case
yeah,
somebody did, but like you
yeah.
shouldn't eat it.
I would not
Yeah.
let my kids play with it if they were like too little to know that they're not supposed to eat it.
Right.
But I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know about that. Okay.
that's she's on
I
that
see. Yeah.
messenger for kids.
Mm-hmm.
and
Pudding dough.
pudding dough. Kind of cute. Hmm.
Yeah, we'll pass on that one.
Yeah. Had a
So
lazy
I'm
day
using,
today.
Rita, I'm using the laptop every day now
Why?
to read the newspaper.
Oh
You
my
are.
gosh, because it won't work on your tablet?
No, I can't get it anyway. There probably is a
Oh.
way to get it, but I'm not gonna mess around with that
They
anymore.
changed it and it's more
But
difficult.
it works well on your
Yeah,
laptop.
Mm,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Well, I'm
And
glad.
the thing is, I don't have to log in.
Oh,
I get it without,
Maybe you logged in once and it's
It-
just recognizing
it's
it.
recognizing, it's remembering.
well, when I open it up, I have to put my uh, password in, but
Oh,
that's all.
for the
Oh, yeah. Okay.
computer.
Well, that's it. That's logging in then, really.
Right.
mhm.
Oh, that's it for anything
Yeah,
I would
it's
use?
it's Google.
For the
It
paper.
remembers you.
Yeah, it
Oh, it
remembers.
does?
It
Oh,
does, and that's the thing
I
that's
thought there
different.
would be something for the Post Standard that I would have to give them my password.
It remembers you. So you don't have to, you can bypass that login.
Oh,
You might
Hey,
have to you might have to once in a while.
Yeah, I know. Like, because I
Yeah.
have to do that with the Star Ledger sometimes. Every once, it's like I'm signed in. I know, but like they make me do it again.
Yeah,
Mhm.
with the newspaper here too, it seems like about once a month they ask me to
Yeah.
go through and sign in just to make sure I am who I supposed, I'm
Yeah.
getting the paper and it's my
But
subscription. And I
yeah,
have an
I don't
account.
think I don't think so far that there's any rules about sharing IDs, is there? Do you think they track that? Like,
With the newspaper, probably not. They probably have so many people. I mean, I don't know. It all
I
depends
don't know
on
either.
it all depends on the people running the show, if they
Yeah.
can do that or not.
Well, if they don't now, they will probably one day once they catch on, just like Netflix did. Right?
Yeah.
they every time I open this laptop, they would be hounding me to uh, go for Windows 11.
Oh, yeah.
But now in the last 2 weeks, I haven't heard anything
Oh,
about
good.
it.
Well, if you're going on there every day, just leave it open and, I mean,
They're
you don't have to shut it down every day or anything. You don't have to close anything down.
Yeah, I do that to mine, maybe once or twice a week. I don't know. I use a lot of Adobe graphic programs, and sometimes they
But
clog up my computer and they freeze up and I gotta shut it down.
Yeah,
And
but
but
about once a
isn't
week.
there more risk of being hacked if you leave it open?
no, I
No,
don't think
no.
no, no.
Windows has pretty good antivirus
Security, yeah.
security.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, Rita, I got a message from McAfee, and I think it's in March. I have to renew my
Yeah. I think it was in March,
and
right?
it's like doubled from last year. It's
Is,
150 or something
well,
like
is
that.
it for a year or 2 years or
I don't know. I didn't notice.
we have to notice that?
I'll get another notice from them, I'm
Okay.
sure. Because I thought it was like about $80, $90 last year.
Well, there's, and there's all different levels of security and they
Right.
charge different. So I don't know if they're trying to upgrade you or
You
increase you.
might just need the minimum,
Yeah.
Well, they'll send me another
Yeah, they will.
before March.
Good. Very good. Oh, so how's your snow, Rita? You got some snow.
It's just, I mean, it was fine, except it's just, it's hung around because it's been so cold.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Like I'm sure you guys in Syracuse know, it's like, even though it's been sunny every day, it's been cold. So it doesn't,
Yeah.
And then
the
it
driveway is
refreezes, at night.
slowly, everything's slow, but there's still like, a lot of parks around here.
Mhm.
The blacktop is still covered in snow and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Well,
So
we've
Yeah.
had two full days of sunshine, which is um,
Oh, that's
unbelievable.
so nice.
But the snow is not really melting. It's,
I know it's very slow.
cold.
We have
Yeah.
this one nice park. It's called Veterans Park, and they plow it, so all the paths are totally clear, blacktop. It's so
Are
Very
nice.
you still
nice.
walking in this cold region?
Well, I haven't been only because I have Ozzy,
Mhm.
and I can't really walk him here because I can't go down the driveway.
Yeah.
So I just take him
Treacherous.
outside and on the level part of the driveway. But today we took him to this park, and Ben met us there with Bucky.
Mhm.
That was great.
Oh, I bet they had fun.
It's so much fun. They're so cute together. They have such a good time.
Oh,
So
that's
we got
cute.
to take a long walk today,
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
which I'm way overdue on.
Yeah, I went out for a walk today because it had warmed up. I just wanted to get my exercise outside today because the sun was shining. Although even though it was 53, it was windy. So it felt really cold. Oh, here's Joanne. It just felt really cold because it was windy.
Yeah, it was starting to get windier when we left. I felt like
Yeah.
You sent me this scarf, Janet, a long time ago. It's a very soft cotton with kittens all over it. You
Oh
remember that?
yeah, I remember that.
so cute.
Yeah. It's,
Well, sorry I'm late.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, Joe.
Hi there.
good to see you.
So you must have had a good meeting, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, typical small club meeting. There's about 85 members, and there were like 26 or 7 people
Oh,
there.
wow.
And the majority of them are like retired engineers in their 70s.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
You
Those are
know,
my worst customers. Oh
but they're
God.
smart. They're smart people. You know what it's like?
They're too
The
smart
guy,
for their own good.
this guy's been treasurer. They're all volunteers. He's been treasurer for 13 years. He doesn't want to do it anymore. They need a new president, new vice president, and a new treasurer. So they spend a
Mhm.
lot of time talking about that and trying to get people to step up.
Yeah.
And then we looked at new logos and they had a raffle. I guess they have a raffle at every meeting where people can just bring in stuff they just want to get rid of, you know?
Oh,
So there was some stuff on the counter over there, and it's a fundraiser. You know, they raised $55. You go buy a raffle ticket for $1. Apparently, everybody I bought 5 raffle tickets, and you think you pulled 4 of my numbers. Everybody gets something, you know. But by the time I got up there, all they had was some transistors. Let me get them. So we've tripled our vintage radio collection now because we had 2 and now we have 6.
oh, wow. Transistors. Wow. That's cool.
And
Where'd she go?
we got official name tags.
Oh,
Oh,
You know,
does it cost money to join this club?
$20.
Okay.
So most of these don't work. This says battery terminals need cleaning. This is a Hoffman and a little leather case. I don't know. We gotta see what we can find out about these. And there's another little transistor in a case made in Japan. It says no sound. That's why someone wanted to get rid of it, you know? They're display pieces. They're artwork.
Right. Something to display.
Yeah, this is a transonic and it says static only. You know, and
So is it a transistor radio?
yeah, they're little transistor radios
Okay.
in leather cases. This is a G transistor, no sound. But you know, like in its original leather case, it's kind of
Yeah.
beat up. Someone
That's
just wanted to
funny.
get rid of them, and it's a fundraiser for them. You know, they raised $50 by people buying raffle tickets. So just a way to participate, you know.
What do they need to raise money for?
They have a barbecue picnic
Oh,
um in late summer, and there's a show coming up in April. They're part of every year. It's called Vintage Voltage, and they are one um participating group in that show. There are people who have like old TVs from the 60s and 70s or
Oh,
stereo systems from the 70s, you know.
mhm.
Vintage is, you know,
Yeah.
different means different things to different people. We went to that one about 10 years ago, and I bought a Zenith Tombstone radio. So just got to talk to a couple people, and you know,
So did you find out anything about your radio?
no, we didn't get. I showed some people some pictures, and there was a woman there, maybe in her early 70s. Her husband passed away in 2017, and she had this younger woman there with her who had digitized his entire radio collection. She said, so far we know of 150
Oh my.
radios, but he
Yeah,
had
what do
Wow.
you do with them?
a
What do
lot,
you
a
Where
do
lot
with
of them
are
them?
from the
they?
1920s.
In boxes or displayed somewhere?
That seems a little excessive.
Rita,
A
but
collector.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but what
what
do you do
people
with them?
you you appreciate them, I guess, for their
Well,
historic
yeah,
value.
like my friend, I showed you the picture. He's got about
Yeah.
15 vintage tabletop radios up on this shelf in
Mhm.
his
I
house.
think they're
Yeah, but
beautiful.
15 sounds okay, but 150?
Oh, and there was somebody else telling me he was talking to a guy in his 90s who had 300 radios, and he said, "What are you gonna do with these?" And his wife was terrified that her husband was gonna have a heart attack and she'd be left with all these radios. I said, "You got to put it in your will. You donate them somewhere, or you
Right.
know." But these tube radios are, becoming a lost art. I don't know if there will be another generation that will
Oh,
know how
no.
these work.
Radios are
You know?
all digital. I mean, most radio stations now you can tune in on your smartphone and listen to the
There
radio.
must be a
Right.
museum of some sort that has this stuff.
There
I'm
must
sure
be.
there are numerous, yeah, every radio collector's home is a museum.
Well, no, but you know what I mean.
No, but there
Yeah.
are official museums around in
Yeah.
different places. I haven't been to one. It's overwhelming though, but radio models changed every year. It could be really hard to find the chassis for your old radio, Mom,
Yeah.
because they change
Oh, yeah.
models every year. They made a million of them, but then they change the models, and you got to find one with the knobs and the dial in just the right place.
yeah.
Another guy was telling me you can buy um like a fake dial for it, and then you could hook up a little dim light to it so it looks like a lighted dial. You can buy the knob separately and just use your Bluetooth speaker,
Yeah.
Bluetooth. We've got
Yeah.
the fabric and
There's a Vintage Radio and Communications Museum of Connecticut.
oh, okay.
Connecticut.
I'm sure there are many of them.
Hmm. Yeah, there might be other
It's
ones.
like, yeah, but these people know so much about the technology of it. I
Mhm.
don't know a thing. I don't know a thing.
Which is very ancient
It
technology.
is.
I mean,
It is.
Dominic has his quad receiver
Oh, New Jersey
got-
has an antique radios club too.
that he got with our stereo system and turntable. He got it in Okinawa, I think.
Oh,
And he was on ship and he bought it and carried it home with him, and it still works. But it's all tubes, and the thing weighs 50 pounds.
yeah.
But I mean, it is a powerful receiver. You can turn it up to, it goes from 1 to 10. If you turn it up to 2 on the volume, it's too loud.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you would use this for, but we listen to albums occasionally, but
Yeah.
it's all tubes. And it had a burnt out tube, and about 12 or 13 years ago, Dominic did find a guy up in Hendersonville who
Oh, cool.
had all these tubes, and
Because they don't make new tubes anymore. You just got to
he
find
had
somebody who's got a collection.
he repaired it, replaced it with
Yeah.
one tube, but I mean, it's still working.
I'll be right
And
back. I got a delivery while we were
and
out.
it's from like 1976 or 1977, so it's really old, but it still
Yeah.
works.
I got to get a box off my front porch.
Okay. So what'd you do today, Rita?
Well, we just we went for a nice walk with Bucky and everything,
That's it. Yeah.
and then I had just a bunch of stupid chores, going to the car wash. I wanted to go to the
Yeah.
bookstore. I did go to the bookstore and browse a little bit. That was nice.
Oh,
Yeah, that was nice.
nice. I didn't drive today. I went outside a couple of times and walked around and did laundry and
Mhm.
swept and washed the kitchen floor.
I did laundry too. Yeah, I'm cooking a few different things for dinner. I made a soup, and I've just been into like having a soup every week. Like I need to have a soup.
What kind
I
did you
love
make?
soup.
This was I'd gotten some escarole, so it's a farro and escarole soup.
Oh,
Interesting, kind of garlicky, and it
sounds
seems like it'd
good.
be really good if you had a cold. Um,
Yeah, I mean, this time of year, soup is really
Oh,
good.
I love soup.
I
I'm
do
telling
too.
you, before you came on, Rita, I made this spinach and tortellini soup.
Oh yeah, I just feel like if I don't have a soup in the refrigerator for a quick
I
dinner,
know, yeah,
I'm lost.
go-to
Like
soup.
it's
Yeah.
just like you can always have soup and a piece of bread or something and have
Mhm.
Yeah,
a fine dinner, you know.
yeah.
And this one seems really healthy. It's got like a lot of garlic in it. It's got celery,
Sounds like it.
capers. It's interesting.
Mhm.
But the escarole, and so there's not a lot in it, but I don't know. It seems good.
Yeah, I need to make some more soup. I made
Yeah.
a big pot of turkey vegetable soup last week and we
Yeah.
ate it every night for dinner for 4 days. I was going to freeze some of it, but Dominic said, don't. Let's just eat
Yeah.
it every day. I'm like,
I
okay.
know. I do the same thing. I say let's freeze it, but
With some good bread that's toasted.
yeah.
It's it was more like a stew. It had a lot of turkey in it. So it was just turkey tenderloins and then
This
I
soup
cooked
seems
it.
more like a stew almost. And he even
Yeah,
said that you should wait a day. It tastes better the next day.
I call it soup.
There's not a lot of herbs in it or anything. I don't know. But it's got some capers in it, so it has that pickly flavor,
Yeah,
so
that sounds
it's
good.
interesting. But
Sounds very
so
good.
I just was cooking a little bit,
Yeah, I feel more like cooking in the winter anyway.
making some
It warms up the kitchen.
lamb meatballs for tonight.
Well, we're having the leftover meatloaf and some pasta and green beans. So we have plenty.
Yeah, isn't your kidney doctor appointment coming up?
Oh, yeah.
In February.
Not till February? February what?
February 14th.
Really?
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Wow.
It just
I
seems like
go to
it's
the-
taking forever to get that appointment.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I got my mammogram coming up this week.
I went out on the porch to get this package and Sophia showed up. So I had to get a little bit of canned food warmed up for her.
Because she
Spoiling
expected
her.
it.
What?
Because she expected it.
I think she does. Well, she needs it. She's just a baby kitten, you know? She needs that extra protein and calories and fat, you know?
Mhm.
The other night, she was on my kitchen windowsill for 3 hours.
I can't believe that.
I can't believe that.
I
3 hours and looking in. I mean, I think she's really, it almost makes you feel like she wants to come in.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
know?
I think. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
But
You
then
know?
she runs away
Ooh.
because she's afraid, So she knows that glass is a barrier.
Yeah, I can get close to her that way, but not, without
Oh,
that
so
barrier.
sad.
I know it.
It's
She's
so
so
But I think she likes what she sees through the window.
And
She can
likes
see
to
us in the
eat.
kitchen cooking dinner. She can see my other cats, and
How do your other cats respond when they see
Well,
you?
Yeah.
each of them has jumped up on the kitchen counter where they're not supposed to be to look at her. So I've let them stay for half a minute and they just look. I think Ambrose would get more riled up, but Elliot's more just curious,
Mhm.
and she's like, hello, you know.
Hmm.
And that other big cat, Stanley, that we trapped, who I named after
Yeah,
Grandpa.
Stan.
I named him a few years ago when we were doing research. I named him after Stanley parents.
Mhm.
But we took him in on Friday, and I haven't heard anything from them yet. I'm assuming they're going to call me tomorrow and say, come and get him, you know?
Maybe you should name Sophia Mary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
there's a big age difference there, though.
yeah. I don't know. Stanley's maybe 4 years old, maybe 5. I don't know. But if they find anything seriously wrong with his health,
Yeah,
or like if he's lost half of his teeth and then he can't hunt for food or something else, there's always a chance of euthanasia, if there's something seriously wrong with him. But I don't think there
right.
is. He's a big bruiser of a cat.
Well, they
Yeah.
wouldn't euthanize him without talking to you, would they?
They would let me know what they're going to do or what needs to be
Right.
done.
And if he
you
had
know.
some serious,
Mhm.
Now what about the cat that had half a tail and it was kind of bloody and
Oh, yeah.
We're calling him Robert,
Robert?
and formerly he's Bob because of his tail. We call him Robert. So he's been coming around to eat. I don't think his tail is bleeding anymore, but I don't know if it's a male neutered or maybe it's Roberta. I don't know. Um, um, I just, I needed to take a break from trapping. It's supposed to be
Yeah, you've
warmer this.
done a
Oh,
lot
I
the last
know.
couple of weeks.
It's supposed to be warmer this week in the upper 40s. So I'll see if
Mhm.
they have room to take another cat in. Then there's an orange tabby too.
Mhm.
I'm assuming is a boy.
Yeah.
Um, Looks very clean, looks healthy, but out overnight, out in the teen temperatures, and if I can get that cat off the street, if it doesn't have a collar, if it's not microchipped, if it's a tame cat, they would put him on their lost and found page for 3 days in case someone's looking for him, and then he'd be up for adoption.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the week brings. But I can watch Emily. So how is everybody doing? What I missed? Sorry.
Not too much.
No, not too much.
Yeah. Mom went to play cards.
Oh, Mom, how was it at the clubhouse?
Yeah, it was good to be back.
Do they have heat over there?
Oh, yeah, it was comfortable. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Your heat and hot water are working okay?
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, everything's back to normal.
But you said build another building? That you took all of your electric heaters over to another building.
Well, that's what he told Jean.
Oh. Okay.
I don't.
The New Jersey Radio Museum is in Dover, New Jersey, which is not that far from me.
Cool. There's a vintage there's a music museum here. I think we talked about this. And this radio group had their meeting there in November, which I wish I'd known about that. But we can go visit that anytime, but I want to see that
Good.
vintage music museum. But these guys have been in this club. Club's been around since 1988. And I think there was a club prior to that kind of fizzled out and then it started up again. So these are guys who've been in it forever and they know everything about it. They know all the history and, you know. So,
Did you tape the ice figure skating this afternoon?
yes, there's some from yesterday and today that I haven't watched yet. We have it taped.
Yeah,
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was real good. And your sisters were watching it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. And last night we watched that PBS documentary on Jacqueline Dupre.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Oh,
that.
that was really good.
It was.
She was a child prodigy cellist from England um, in the 60s, in the early 70s, like genius, musician. And when in like the late 70s, she got MS.
Mhm.
Before it was like mid to late 70s, they didn't know what was wrong with her. They couldn't figure it out, but she couldn't play anymore.
Oh my God.
She did teach them, and she died, I think, at age 42, Pat. I think that's what they said.
Something like that. Yeah.
Um,
No,
yeah, due to complications from MS. And that's before, that was like 1987 or something. She died, or earlier than that, before they had the kind of drugs that they have these days to
Mhm.
treat it. And the like MRI wasn't
yeah,
around in the 70s. So they for a long time they didn't know what was wrong with her. But
wow.
it was a really good documentary.
Mhm.
I like documentaries. I really do.
Yeah.
That's
There's
right.
all types of MS. Joanne, is yours like relapsing or
Relapsing, remitting.
relapsing remitting?
Yeah. And I think when I was diagnosed, it was explained that there were 4 different types. Now I think they've even have subcategories of that. So there's
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
more subcategories of that. And for some people, it hits and you just get worse really fast.
Mm.
Yeah, like for Curtis, it hit and he's getting worse. He's gotten worse all these years, but it's been a very slow
Yeah.
progression.
Is his also relapsing remitting?
I don't know. It's not primary progressive. I don't know what you would call his,
Yeah.
but his is not.
They seem so different. It seems like there would even be hard to categorize everybody because,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that was a good documentary. So, but I have to get caught up in the figure skating. So,
Yeah, it's just so much fun to watch.
Yeah,
yeah.
this one skater today was really spectacular.
A guy,
Yeah, although Ilya
Ilya
something.
Malinin.
He's just,
He was born in Virginia. His parents back in the 80s or maybe 70s or 80s were a Paris team Russian. And they moved to the US, became US citizens, and he was born here. But his parents were professional skaters. His father is his coach.
Oh,
yes,
What station are you watching this on?
they live in Virginia, but they live in Vienna,
Yeah.
Virginia.
up here it's on NBC.
On
Up
NBC.
here it's on NBC, Rita.
Oh, is it?
And if you get the USA channel,
It is
there's
here.
some
I
on
don't
there
get
too.
USA.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
You can
actually
watch
watching it on YouTube.
Oh,
It's a lot of stuff that I've missed, and so I'm
Mhm.
yesterday
He
and
did take
today.
one awful fall though on his
yeah.
back.
He did. Yeah, he did. But you know what? He's so amazing. It didn't really count. He still won. He didn't really
Yeah, he's
count him.
still,
I
Wow.
The fact
heard
that he tried it, you know.
I heard that he was going to attempt to do 7 quad jumps. He was
Right.
thinking about doing 7 quad jumps in his long program, which is
Oh
insane.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember when Brian Boitano in the late 80s did like 5 or 6 triple jumps, and that
Yeah.
had never been done before.
Right.
You know,
I
now he's
know.
doing all these quads.
I
He's
Yeah.
going to be a
know.
hip.
What was his name? What was his name?
Ilya, Ilia, Malinin, Mallinin,
IN.
something like that.
Melanin.
Is this in the Nationals?
Oh,
U.S. Nationals.
Mhm.
I'll have to look it up on YouTube.
Pat, when do you go to Boston again? Because the World Figure Skating Championships are taking place in Boston in March.
March 18th.
Okay.
oh wow.
I'm hoping it's not the same time as the because there'll be a lot of people in Boston for figure skating. It's the World Championships.
Oh,
Make your hotel reservations now.
Yes, do
yeah.
because be a lot of figure skaters there.
Yeah, it's been amazing. They're just amazing. I don't even know how they do that.
Yeah.
Energy there. But Ilya, I mean, he jumps so high. When he
Yeah.
does his spins, he's like, the elevation is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I can't even count. It's even hard to count to see the difference between a triple and a quad if you're really not used to it,
You gotta watch it in slow motion, and they'll do
Yeah.
that sometimes.
It's like a second, less than a second or 1 second. They're spinning 4 times in the air,
I know.
and landing without falling down. But you think they're all going to have bad ankles and knees and hips and backs and
Well, they won't be
what
able
is
to
it?
do this forever. They will retire,
No.
by
Oh,
the
he's
time
Yeah.
always
they're
funny.
40.
He's cute.
There was-
And then if they become really famous, then they retire at the age of 35 or 30, and then they,
Yeah.
teach.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants their kids to learn from them. So if you're
Yeah,
really good,
there
you
was
can be,
someone competing in the men's who was 29, and they were
Yeah.
saying, that's
old-
really getting
old
up there
man. Yeah.
for
you just
skating.
can't do it. You just can't
Yeah.
do that stuff
Yeah.
anymore when you get to be 29.
Well, it's like dancers, ballerinas, and professional
yeah.
dancers,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Your body can only take so
can't keep it up. You just can't keep it up. Cannot keep it up. So
Yeah, how's Jason and was it Colton or George that got COVID?
Colden.
Hmm.
He's fine.
he probably didn't get it very bad. They, when kids get it, they usually don't get it too bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason said he's feeling better than he was.
Good.
He has a busy week, so.
He's
Becky hasn't
he's
got
had
it yet.
COVID. He's had it before, right?
Good question. I forget.
Yeah.
I think so.
Has Becky had it before?
I thought they all did.
Yeah, they might have.
I haven't heard anybody around here, any of my friends having COVID lately. So
No, me either.
in the
Though I know
fall,
you hear about it. You do definitely hear about it, but
there were some cases in the fall here, and we had it in August, but in the last couple of months, I haven't heard of anybody who's gotten it, which is amazing with all the stuff going on, all the parties and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to be really careful and use, hand sanitizer and wipe down the cart at the grocery store and don't touch your face. I try to stay focused on that. I really do.
I'm watching one of his things now. I love it that he's wearing all black. It's so easy to see everything when they wear all black.
I know.
Ilya.
Yeah.
He is really something. Yeah, I'm
Well-
watching Amber Glenn right now.
She's very good too.
Oh,
Another there's another fabulous American skater, Isabeau. I can't think of her last name. It sounds like a foreign name, but she's from New Jersey.
and Lisa Liu too.
Yes. Oh, her short program
She
was
is.
so
She's
good.
amazing.
She was great. And
I watched
she's
a video of her today.
she's been out of it for 2 years and just came back.
She came back
Oh,
and she
yeah.
is gonna, I think she's gonna win the
He makes it look
good
so
win.
easy,
Oh,
like it's not even
I
hard.
know. They do.
Sophia's back up on my kitchen windowsill.
Oh,
Ate all the canned food I gave her, and she's just sitting up there now, looking in.
Oh. Does that window open, Joanne?
It does. It's a slide. It slides, left.
Oh,
So we could try that. I could let her.
you could
sit on
try
here.
just like open the window for a while when she's there.
Not when it's 18 degrees out.
I
Thank you.
know. that's the problem.
Problem is it's winter. That's the
Yeah.
problem. I was looking through my old photographs today for pictures of when Casper came here in the fall, and he didn't come in the house for a year. And we put a bin that had a hole in it, and we put it on the table that we have out on our deck. We rearranged all the deck furniture so we could push the table up against the window.
Mhm.
He could be right up against the window and watch us in the living room every day.
Mhm.
And he would just sit in there, and I put one of those warming discs in there, twice a day. I took it out and
Right.
heated it up and fed him in
Yeah.
there. And he slept, he'd curl up on the disc.
Yeah.
And we eventually got him in the house. But when he first showed up, it was like fall. And all through the winter, he was outside living in that
hmm
bin
hmm
on our porch.
Well, it's the next best thing, which tells you he was probably somebody's cat at one point. The people at the shelter told me their cutoff point for had for a feral cat trying to habituate them to people is 4 months. They said after 4 months, it's probably not going to work. And they said Sophia's 5 months. So I'm not
I
going to
don't
give up.
know because
I
Tony,
don't believe that either because Piper was older than 4 months.
yeah,
But if a cat had been with people as a kitten and
No,
then was
no,
abandoned,
he was a feral cat.
yeah.
yeah.
And we don't really know about Tony. He showed up here with an injured foot. He was about a year old, they said. So, and we trapped him because he was coming to eat here for a few months. Just
Mhm.
once a day. He would come about the same time every day and he'd eat and leave. And
I mean,
then
I'm sure there's an average, but just like people, cats are all different and that could be different.
Yeah.
but he had an injured paw. He was holding his paw straight out in front of him and hopping.
Oh,
So we
oh.
so we trapped him because he was already used to eating here, and we took him to the vet, and he had a cut in the pad on his paw, and it had gotten infected.
Oh,
So they
oh.
so they gave him this antibiotic that lasts like 3 weeks.
Yeah, an injection.
Right. And they neutered him and tipped his ear and gave him all his shots. And we went back and picked him up. And I went to Ashley's and borrowed a dog crate because they said keep him in a crate for like 3 days. He's got to heal. So we just got this big dog crate and filled it full of straw and threw a tarp over it, most of it. And he just
Yeah.
stayed in there for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then we let him out and he
know,
disappeared for 5 days. Then he came back, started coming back again every day for
I mean,
food.
Joanne, most feral cats are probably not getting heated cat food from people.
Oh, I know.
So,
Right.
so that I think you doing something like that, you have a better effort, a better chance.
I think
Yeah.
you do too.
Don't you think?
No,
Oh,
I find us like I'm in the zoo and she's looking at me,
right.
But I find myself just looking at her over my kitchen sink out the window and talking to her, and I can put my hand up to the window and maybe
Yeah.
stretch a finger and she'll follow my finger. And I
Oh,
tried to get some video of it, but I put my hand out there. I put my finger like on the glass and she was like reaching up with her paws to like touch my
Oh.
hand.
Joanne,
I
Yeah.
think she's trainable.
I think so too, because a totally feral cat would not be doing that.
Mhm.
I think this cat does know and remember kind people.
Yeah.
And
The
somebody,
fact that she gets up on the windowsills, like
Yeah.
in the
I
summer,
know,
in the
I know.
fall, she's at
A
the
totally
bedroom
feral
window.
cat's not going to do that. They're going
It's
to
like,
try to stay
Right, they're gonna go
far
hide in a
away.
bush somewhere, you know what I mean?
right.
That's
Yeah,
what
they're going to
Piper
stay
wanted
far
to do.
away.
But what can happen is a cat can be, even if they're with people initially, if they're just tossed outside or abandoned, whatever, for a couple of months, they can
Oh,
revert back to some feral
Yeah.
attitudes,
all of their
and then
fight
maybe
or
come
flight
back.
instincts come out.
Right, right.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
So I feel like I want to put flyers on all the people on the cars of the people who park in the neighborhood. Pound on your hood before you start your car. She could be looking for a warm
And if
Yeah.
place.
somebody comes in and the car's warm, she'll go up there and
Oh
try to
no.
find a warm spot. And
I hate hearing that. I know that's
oh, I know. So
But uh I haven't seen her in the backyard since we brought her home this week from her surgery
yeah.
because it's too heated. And Evelyn, Miss Evelyn, who I've been taking care of for 4 years, when it was so cold and snowing, the sun came out today. I didn't see her for about a day and a half, and I was really worried about her.
Mhm.
But she showed up today, and she's eating on the back porch again. So,
And I wonder
um,
where she was.
I don't know. She seemed pretty hungry. I'm giving her warm food too, but just when it's so
Mm.
she'll be
cold.
back.
Yeah, yeah. But
You
when it's
worry
so
about them when they don't
cold,
show
think
up.
how good it feels to get some warm food in you when it's so cold outside,
Well, they say when cats are really cold, the wet food they can absorb into their system and it'll warm them up faster
Sure,
than dry food.
sure.
It doesn't last as long though. Dry
But
food is good
it's
for them.
like I leave it out there for 15 minutes and it's
Oh yeah.
frozen ice again, you know?
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
then
leave it
it's
out there for too
frozen.
long. Like I did that twice with Evelyn this morning. I put some out there, she ate half of it. So I brought it back in. Then she came back, I warmed it up, put more back out there, and she ate half of that and left. I think the squirrels were annoying her because it was dry food there too. I'm feeding so many squirrels. I hate it. Um,
Oh, I know, and there's nothing you can do about that, you know.
no,
That's why I
no,
don't put food outside because I know it would all get eaten up by the raccoons and the
yeah,
possums.
yeah.
So,
I bring it in. Well,
uh,
this is the time of day just before sunset when Sophia has been showing up on the kitchen window and hanging out. So,
he knows what the food is.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I was telling you girls, I didn't tell you, Mom. She was out there yesterday evening, just getting dark, and she ate some food, and then she went away. So I went outside because I didn't know if she was nearby or not around the corner of the house, or whatever. So I called her. She came running down the sidewalk by the street to me, to me
Oh,
on the front
oh,
porch. She came running down the sidewalk from the house next door, looking at me running up. Now, I
Oh,
like to think it's because she loves me, but she's like, I hear activity on this place at this place where I get food, so I'm gonna go
yeah.
back there. Or maybe it's my voice or something.
I
Yeah.
hope it's your voice.
But
Yeah.
I think the cats know when they hear the door open or close or whatever. There's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
something out there. But
And
she
you
came
talk to him.
running.
I know you talk to him.
She came running right over. She didn't come up on the porch with me. She stayed in the garden, but she came.
yeah.
Oh,
I know. That's so
Um,
cute.
yeah.
that is.
That is really cute. Well, just keep doing what you're doing. And as long as
Yeah,
she's got food, she's got on a very thick fur coat.
she does.
And I'm thinking you might be right about her being a Norwegian
Me.
forest cat because she
No.
does look like one and she's
Yeah.
big for her age.
Yeah.
Very big for a 5-month-old cat.
She's a lot of fur.
Yes.
She's only 5 pounds for a 5-month-old kitten. I don't
Five
know.
Yeah.
5 pounds for a 5-month-old kitten, I think is that's a lot.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Mm.
be well, and it's a
It's all fur.
she might not be as big because she's a female, but
Right.
I think she's gonna be a big breed. She's gonna
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah. I mean, I can't have another cat in the house. I can't afford a
I
third cat
know.
anymore, but
Tony won't let any other cats. We don't even have any cats coming on the deck in the middle of the night or anything because he's out there first thing in the morning. I mean, we have two litter boxes in the basement and he hasn't used them all week. He cleans
oh,
several times a day and he just likes to go out to the bathroom outside.
I
That's what
love
he was
and
used to doing when we found him,
Mhm.
and
and
he
he
still
can
does
mark
it.
his territory, you
Yeah,
know.
That's great though.
he chases him off. Oh, he chases
Yeah.
him off. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I might hear from the animal shelter today, but nothing. I don't know if he's had his surgery yet or
Maybe they don't
I'm just so
use
glad.
that on
I
the
mean, he's been
weekends.
around for 3 years, almost 3 years, 2.5 years. And I trapped him once with an older trap before Ashley told me about the good kind to get.
Yeah.
Um, and I trapped him and he pushed his way out of it.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
he's strong. He's a big, strong male, burly cat.
Yeah.
And I think, and the technician there agreed with me, the fact is his neck and his jowls are so big, and male cats will get that way if they're not neutered when they're young.
Yeah.
They just get big and
Yeah.
jowly. No, I said he's never lifted his tail for me. I don't know. I can't tell you, but
Not
this is what
gonna.
I think. Yeah.
He's not gonna. Oh,
Oh, wait. There's a kitty in the backyard. This takes a lot of time. I mean, Friday morning, I put the trap out at 8 o'clock, in the
It
freezing
does.
cold.
Mhm.
And then you have to watch the trap because if you trap the wrong cat, you got to let him out,
Right.
So you're constantly looking back and forth,
I know.
The video helps on my phone, but
I know.
it was,
It is a lot of work, and the timing is
yeah. And he was so slowly walking in. He smelled the tuna and he was like, oh, just wanted to go out there and push his little butt, get him in there.
yeah,
But
right.
and then we took him to the shelter, which is like a 25-minute drive, and it was noon by the time we were done
Yeah.
with him, so
Oh,
4 hours. Takes a lot of time. Oh, little Evelyn's been on my back deck there, but there's food out there.
Well,
Yeah, she is.
you're taking care of them, and they're getting food.
Yeah,
It helps them to stay warm.
sometimes that's all I can do.
So I've
Mhm.
never read any James Patterson.
Me either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Has
I have.
anybody?
The mystery spy, he's really
No.
popular.
I know he's so popular. I feel like I should read one just to see.
Mm.
Have you haven't, Pat?
I'm not sure.
Mom, have you ever read anything?
Oh,
James?
yeah, I've read quite a few of his books, yeah.
Are they good?
Hmm?
Are they good?
Yeah, I like them.
I looked up what is his most popular one, and it says Along Came a Spider, so I got that one.
Mm.
Oh, I don't think I've read that.
I don't know. I just
I
feel
know
like
I haven't.
I'm finishing that fiction book on Madeline Astor, the second Mrs. Astor.
Oh,
It's very much of its era,
That would be interesting.
the limitations on, she was 17 when they met and he was 43 and divorced in 1910. Oh my God, you know.
Mm.
And he was like at that point the inherited from his father. He was the richest man in the country. Um, so it's interesting, but the social mores and what's expected of you and what's allowed and what's not, you know.
Yeah.
I think when they got married, they'd only kissed twice. And of course she always had to be chaperoned, you know.
yeah, all
So,
women did. You couldn't go
yeah,
on. Yeah.
yeah.
strange.
Well,
I just
Android.
started I just started reading The Housemaid only because it's really stupid. I don't know if it's any good, but they're making a movie out of it, and they're filming in Madison, New Jersey, which is
Oh,
right outside of Morristown,
mhm.
in this mansion there. So it just
Oh,
made me want to like read it, and maybe if I
Mhm.
see the movie, I'll recognize things.
mhm.
But it's
Well,
like a
Ambrose likes the new radios. Ambrose likes to sit on top of my tablet or my phone any chance he gets.
It's probably
So
warm.
I got the radio sitting there, and he's like, got his front paws on top of the radios. You silly.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
you might like the when my radios or when my tablet or whatever is turned on, it probably does have a little bit of warmth.
Yeah,
It's also a way of getting my attention.
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
They know what they're doing.
Just leaning up on the radios.
Tony doesn't do any of those things. He doesn't jump up on my desk. He doesn't go for sitting on my laptop. He doesn't like cardboard boxes at all.
No, my
Oh.
Rigby doesn't either.
Could not,
Rigby
Nope.
doesn't like
could
them
care
either.
less about a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I put one on the floor for him, he just looks at
Yep.
it for a second and walks by. That's it.
Yeah, Rigby doesn't.
Oh.
Rigby could care
I've seen a
less.
cat that didn't like a cardboard box.
Oh, Ambrose is nuts about cardboard boxes. Every time we get a box delivery or something, I put it on the floor and say, Ambrose, I dare you. Because if they're small, he'll try to get a
Yeah.
foot in it or his butt or something.
Not Rigby.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just a different kind of cat.
And the two of their favorite places to sleep, I have two boxes, like this wide, square, with some like brown wrapping paper, brown
Yeah.
paper, layered inside of it. They love those. They both sleep in those for
I've had
hours.
cats that have always loved that packing paper that Amazon will
Uh-huh.
put in the box sometimes and packing
Mhm.
things. Love that. Not this
Mhm.
cat. He didn't care about paper, anything. No,
Yeah.
nothing.
Hmm.
Nope. I don't know. I have
Which
a few
tells,
toys he
which
likes,
may be a reflection of his being a feral, wild outdoor
Yeah, he was
cat.
outside for a year.
Yeah.
So
Why would that be? Yeah, because
I don't know. He just never had a box or a toy. I mean, it took him a while to get.
What's
He
your,
doesn't even play with toys all that much. Occasionally he does.
no. But he likes the shelter. Did he like being in a shelter or in like the box that you warmed up? Or
Um,
maybe that was Casper.
no, that was Casper.
Mm.
Tony, we had a bin out there with a hole cut in it. It was the same one we used for Casper. And it was up on a table and we put the food in there, but he didn't like going in it. So we just put the food outside next to it. He never
Mm.
really went
Mhm.
in. He never went
yeah,
into
I
it.
don't feel like Rigby likes to be inside things. Like he doesn't go under the blankets.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
maybe it's like a being trapped thing. My other cats, like Jack used to love to
Oh,
go under
yeah.
the bed in the
Tony's just
morning.
like that. He
Yeah.
doesn't care about that at
He'll
all.
be on top,
Elliot,
but
I've
he's
got
cuddly.
a smaller fleece blanket on the bed just for the cats, and Elliot will lie on it. They'll both lie on it, but Elliot will get under it and
Oh,
like turn
no.
in circles and make like a little cat. What do they
Yeah.
call
Oh,
it?
Biscuit
Burrito
used to go in our bedroom and get under
quilt.
the
Your quilt
cover,
covered.
the
Mhm.
coverlet, the quilt, and climb up the mattress, and you'd see this lump under the bedspread in the middle of the
Mhm.
bed. And we knew
Yeah.
that was him. He loved that.
I had to buy a huge fleece blanket, orange tabby colored, that's big enough to cover the entire top of the bed and the sides with enough material to tuck in on the sides because Elliot likes to claw the quilts.
Oh,
I mean, I never had, I didn't, it's not your quilt, Mom. And you pay 50, 60, $70 for a quilt at Target or whatever, but I liked it and he just shredded it,
oh
you
my
know. So I
gosh.
got a new one and it's just totally covered with, so making our bed takes twice as long because of the cats. Is it Elliot, really? Because I just don't want him to ruin that, you know. But we buy orange tabby colored
Pat,
fleece.
is the Cincinnati trip happen yet for Kelly and Frank? Or Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's going to Cleveland. Oh, is
Oh,
Frank going to? Yeah,
I don't know if they're going or not. She didn't
It's
tell me.
for Frank,
oh,
right?
what are they
Yeah,
going for?
Cleveland Clinic
For
for
Frank.
Frank.
Oh, for Frank's health. Yes, that's right. I thought he had to take a couple days off from work to go do
Well, I
that
don't know if he
already.
did. He just started a new job.
Mm. We talked
Maybe
about hoping he could take a few days off to go to Cleveland.
maybe he just can't.
Yeah,
He just started.
I know.
Well,
Yeah,
but you can't ignore your health like he
Maybe he's
did
gonna
for a while,
put it
right?
off for a month or two and then
yeah.
yeah.
Well, they're going to go to Italy in the end of May and the first week of June.
Really? And Kelly?
Um, yeah, Kelly, Frank, his mother, and um, the niece and nephew.
Wow.
Wow.
They've been planning this because Dylan's sister is going to graduate from college in the end of
Okay.
May, and they said they were going to go to Italy.
Cool. Kelly's not been to Europe, has she?
No, no.
Where are they
Okay.
gonna go in Italy? A bunch of places or
Yeah, I don't know the itinerary, but
for like a
Wow.
week? For like a week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic. A
Yeah.
lot
They've
to
been planning
see.
this for years.
Hmm.
Wonderful.
I mean, there's so much to see. Where to even
Oh,
start,
no.
I
you
know.
know?
There's
You
so
gotta
much I
pick
want to see.
what cities you want to
Um,
see, or what countries you want to
Italy.
hear.
You want to go to the north, you want to go to Milan, you want to go to Rome, you want to go,
Learn.
so many
Yeah.
places.
I know it.
Venice with the gondola.
I know. Go to Venice. I know.
Oh,
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Wow, that's great. That really is. Yeah. End
Yeah.
of May.
yeah.
That sounds like a nice time to go too.
Yes.
hmm
Wow,
Ooh,
that's
exciting.
wonderful.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Cool. I hope so. Frank he'll be taking 2 weeks off from work for that, won't he?
Yeah.
He
Well,
probably told
he
him.
might not be able to go for 2 weeks, maybe only 1 week.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Fly home himself. But
Oh.
I don't know if Kelly got any results yet from her biopsies.
She's supposed to go to get referred to an ENT, and she hasn't told me anything about that yet.
Okay.
It's probably going to take time,
I
When
hate the doctors; they're so slow.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got referred to an ENT, I took a month to get an
I hate
appointment.
that. Yeah, I know, but geez.
I know.
never used to
But
be like
meanwhile,
that.
you're having problems,
Yeah, I hate this.
I know. I know. Me too.
Yeah, buddy. I know. It's
Aggravating.
almost dinner time. I was going to take my computer out here so I could talk to Miss Sophia. Oh, where is she now? Jana, is Simpsonville where Amy is?
Yes.
Okay.
It's about an hour from here.
One of my college roommates lives down near there.
Oh, really?
And it was just her birthday, and she was posting about a coffee shop there that she was at.
Simpsonville is a suburb of Greenville, and
Yeah, she lives in Greenville.
Greenville is a
Yes,
big
yes.
city, and Simpsonville is a suburb but it's pretty much all built up all the way to from Simpsonville to Greenville. It's just exploding with people. And Simpsonville is getting really busy too. They're just building apartments and houses right and left, and they get sold as soon as before they're built.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It looks cute. It's a Chestnut Coffee House. Do you know it?
No. I mean, when I go to Simpsonville, I usually am getting my hair done or I'm at Amy's house visiting.
It's in Five Forks.
Oh, I know where Five Forks is.
Okay.
Mhm.
It looks really cute.
Mhm.
Chestnut Coffee House in Five Forks.
Okay.
Sophia,
I've
my
been
kitchen
there.
windowsill.
Is she there now?
Yes.
There she
Yeah.
is. Oh my
See her?
gosh.
She wants to Zoom with it.
She touched
Yeah,
the
she wants
window
to
and she
Zoom.
didn't jump down.
She startled a little bit,
Yeah.
Here I am. Hi, honey girl.
See, that looks like such a friendly cat. If that was a really totally feral cat, that cat would not be up there.
No, I don't think
No.
so. I
She's
just
just,
hope for her.
skittish because she's been defending herself outside
Yeah.
on alert.
I'm so desperate to brush her fur though. Oh my God. You can see like on her chest, under her neck there. It's like getting kind of ratty looking.
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably can't.
Come summertime.
Really hard to take care of a cat with fur like
I know. Oh my gosh. I used to have to, Biscuit had that long, thick fur like that everywhere. And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I had to brush him all the time. And sometimes I still couldn't get all the mats out. We had to cut them out,
Remember, I was fostering a cat that had all this fur, and I had to give it up because I couldn't.
Mhm.
When were you
Yeah.
fostering your cat?
I wasn't fostering. I think it was after I didn't have any cats, and I was thinking of getting another one. So
Oh, I remember that.
I tried it out for like a week.
Yeah.
It was just so much fur. It was in my eyes, oh my God, I couldn't deal with it. The long,
Yeah.
I remember that, Rita.
yeah. I felt really bad, but I knew I couldn't deal with it, with my contacts and I don't know, just couldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
The cat hairs. I know. Yeah. I don't want a white cat again.
It's Jack.
A white cat?
fur is so
What? Oh, because of the fur,
you can see it. It's everywhere. I don't wear white clothing all the time.
right. Yeah. Right.
Like hardly ever do I wear something white.
Yeah.
little.
Oh,
Look at that cat.
She looks so
It
cute.
looks like a full-grown
She
kid.
is
I'm
just-
sorry.
She's
That's
so
five,
sweet.
5-month-old kitten.
5 pounds, 5 months old.
Oh, she's so cute.
She loves you.
Why don't you just try opening the window, Joanne?
Well,
It will scare her.
Yeah, you would have to open it and then see if she'd jump back up there.
I mean, it's probably just opening. There's 2 latches that I have to undo.
Yeah.
That would probably scare her.
Watching
I'll
your
try it
finger.
sometime when we're not.
Yeah.
You watching?
She did it really slow.
If it's a warm, the next sort of semi-warmer day that you have.
What's the temperature outside, Joanne?
I don't know. It was supposed to get up to 29 today.
She's already starting to freak
Yeah,
out.
she's scared. She's
Yeah.
scared. It's
No,
okay, honey.
she's,
It's okay.
she's not going
I won't-
anywhere. She can hear you probably.
I think it's kind of warmer up there too, isn't it? She's sitting
Yeah.
on the mat and takes the sun.
I was asking Kirsty, do you think maybe she senses a little bit of warmth from the house up there?
Yeah.
You know, right beneath where she's sitting is the couch, the bench with
Oh.
the towels on it.
Uh-huh.
We'll warm up this and put that under the towels. I think she sits on that bench sometimes. But like just now, when I all of her canned food, she was down eating dry, and I tapped on the window and she looked at me and she jumped up to see me, I think.
Yeah, she's starting to bond with you, Joanne.
In
Yeah.
her own way.
Yeah. Look at her. She's just so darn cute.
She's just
I could just eat
afraid.
her up. Yeah.
She's,
It'll take time. It's just gonna take
Yeah.
time.
oh, a very long time.
But she does seem like she's a little more, I mean, just trying to attach you more than your other cats.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like
Oh,
the orange
yeah.
tabby won't even look at me.
The
But
other cats don't do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Evelyn will look at me.
She's a baby though. She's a
This
baby.
is the baby. Yeah, Evelyn's 5. And Evelyn will look at me through the windows and she will meow at me. I've never heard this cat meow. And feral
Mhm.
cats do not meow at people unless they become acclimated like Evelyn has.
Right.
Feral
Right.
cats meow to communicate with other cats, but not to communicate with
Right.
people.
Right.
So the fact that Evelyn meows at me is, quite a breakthrough.
Yeah.
But he's just watching my computer. What do you think?
You can
What
see
do you
us.
think?
Hello, Kitty.
But he's watching movement, But I
Yeah.
think he's willing to have some interaction with me,
Oh, I know. He watches your finger move around, your hand move around.
Yeah. Good.
And she hears your voice,
Yeah.
when you're outside. So I think if you
Yeah.
open the window, she would probably hear your voice better. And if she jumped up
Right.
there with just the screen,
Yeah. Well, maybe in 6 months we'll
I know, and
have an
not in
understanding.
January. I know you'd lose a lot of heat.
Baby girl, baby girl. No, I'm saying over the spring, maybe we'll come
Yeah.
to an understanding and be a little closer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you probably never open that window, right?
Yeah.
Once in a while, but when it's open, the cats want to jump up here. We try to keep the cats off the counter,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But
right.
when this window is open, the cats want to be right up there and
Sure.
fresh air. Where are you going, sweet pea? What did you see? Can you see her? Oh, she just stretched.
Yeah.
You see more of her size there. What are you
Yeah.
looking at? What are you looking at? There's nothing up there. Brick. There might be like an old spider web or something up there. Like, can you see
Yeah.
her?
Yeah.
You saw it there? Yeah.
Yeah.
She's skinny and long.
Yeah.
Look at her. Wow, I've never seen her stretched out like that.
What is she looking for?
I don't know. It's just a brick there leading up to the soffit under the patio.
There wouldn't
Like I
be
said,
any.
there might have been like an old spider web or something.
Yeah, there wouldn't be a bug. They're all dead.
Could be just
Because they're so
something
cold.
moving in the breeze or something.
Oh, poor baby.
Well, what else is happening besides cats? Sorry, I don't mean to
Not a whole
monopolize.
lot. Not a whole lot. Just
Mom, you're going, what are we taking you to the doctor for tomorrow? Your ears?
oh,
Oh, right.
to get
They're
your
clean
earwigs
out.
Dr. Lou.
cleaned out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Preventive, proactive.
Yeah.
Well, the audiologist said I should do it about once a year, so.
Yeah, good
That's a good
idea.
idea.
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
See.
Good.
What I'm doing.
Well, I gotta go eat my dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
All right. Go eat your dinner. I'll eat my dinner.
Okay.
Everybody have a good week.
Mom, is that your only appointment coming up this week, audiologist?
Yeah.
So you think you'll be going to the clubhouse again?
Yeah, I'll probably go over Wednesday for pinochle.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Very good, Mom. Very good.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody have a good week.
Okay.
Yeah, good to see you all.
Yeah, good to see
Sophia says
everybody.
bye. Take care.
I
Yeah.
love you all.
Love you, everybody.
Okay, I
Bye.
love you too.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.